Let's talk about, let's call it Herman's RAV4. It's not Teresa's RAV4, so we'll call it Herman's RAV4. Came out of, well, now I've got two RAV4s. Anyway, the mysterious RAV4 that showed up on Stephen Avery's property that wasn't Teresa's. Good enough. There's an interesting thing about that. That's red. Same vehicle, and that's amber. That's red, and that's amber. Red, amber. Now, this is not a oh, actually it's red, it's just that it was taken at night with a flash and it made it appear to be amber. That's not even red either. But there's no way it's going to be that. No way that those two, look at that. Those two, there's no way, no freaking way in hell that those two are the same lens, the same reflector. Just because one was taken at night doesn't mean shit. You didn't flash to change amber and then back to red, orangish, whatever. Didn't happen. That's distinctly two different pieces of plastic on the same vehicle. One day, one night. Now we know the day one was taken earlier, in the day. And the night one, okay. So there's a time lapse in between. Now this vehicle is supposed to be guarded by who? Law enforcement, don't give a fuck who. Okay, Ort was standing there, or whatever. Anyway, he was standing there making sure nobody fucked with it. Well, obviously somebody fucked with it, right? Obviously somebody took the screw out, took the lens off, put another lens up there, put the screw in, Somebody did that. Why? Why do they do that? Because that lens, the one that's amber, that's not supposed to be there, that's illegal by the way, is because when they put two vehicles side by side, they want to know which one came from where and which one's going to which one, so you don't confuse the two. You see? Which one goes to state crime lab, which one gets offed. All right? Now, they're not taking the VIN number out of this vehicle. They're not. It's just sitting there. But for some reason, somebody is sending a message that something's wrong here. There's a reason why that's marked. There's a reason why. Somebody had a motive to do that. What? I have no clue. I have no clue. Other than the fact that this tire, that tire there, is a tire that came off of Teresa Hallbach's vehicle. The vehicle is not Teresa's, but the tire is. And then, when you go to this one, you come to find out that this vehicle is not that vehicle, and that vehicle is not Teresa's vehicle, but the tire still is. That tire still is. The tire came off of Teresa's, went on to this one, then it marked amber, from red to amber, and then it arrived on this one, and they put a damaged one in. Who wanted Stephen Avery framed? Who was given charge of framing his ass? And who is sabotaging who wanted to get him framed? There's two motives. There's two competing motives going on here. One, frame Stephen Avery. Two, I'm not going to frame Stephen Avery and make sure he doesn't get framed. In both cases, it lies with authority, not with Stephen, not with Brendan, not with Scott Tadish, not with Bobby Dassey, not with anybody associated in the family constellation of the Averys had shit to do with it. It's all governmental. They're the ones that had control. They're the ones that gave us the evidence. Set Stephen Avery up. It's you go do it. No, I'm not going to go do it. I'm going to pretend to go do it, but I'm going to leave clues. I'm not going to narc you off. I'm not going to turn you in, but I'm going to do a piss-ass poor job at it, and I'm going to leave clues that other people can find so that they will realize that this is a setup. What more? And who keeps popping back up? Lincoln Colburn. It's going to have to be the top dog, Peterson. I want Stephen Avery framed because he's coming after my house. So he gives it down to his undersheriff, Herman. And Herman says, fuck you. I'm not going to do that. So he goes scrounges around his junkyard and he finds 2 RAV4s, let's say. Cool. One with damage and the other one different color. Anyway, and then he tells Link and Colburn to go sabotage Peterson's plan to set his ass up with Fassbender and Wigger. Fassbender, actually. Fassbender. He's the one that is in control of the Wisconsin State Crime Lab. That's state. So Fassbender's involved by getting another vehicle in the state. Anyway, it's plain as frickin' day. It's plain as the snot on your face. Is that there's 2 competing interests. One to frame Stephen Avery and one to sabotage the framing of Stephen Avery. That's what you got. You got the same tire on 3 different vehicles. That's still her tire. Why? Because little weights haven't changed. They might have gone around the wheel because the wheel turned, but they haven't stayed the same in relationship to the stem. The air stem, 3 weights. They took the tire off of Teresa's. They put it on the one they put on Avery property. Then they took the tire off of it and put on a different one that showed up in the Wisconsin State Crime Lab. The only thing that's authentic all the way through is that proves there's 3 different vehicles and they're all connected. Be a detective. It's not hard to figure out. You want me to take a little baby food jar and sit there, num, 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 eat, spoon feed, spoon feed. Are you really that fucking stupid? Really? To have to spoon feed your ass? Shit. Now, we spend a shitload. Education, education, education. Well, for the education we got, it's got pretty much dumbass, dumb shit results. Dumb shit results. Stupid or contrived. Can you actually be that stupid? Is it even possible for you to be that stupid? Because we got the court system, we got the lawyers, we got everything. All these people are supposed to be professionals. They're not that stupid. They're not supposed to be that stupid. So what it is that they turned a blind eye. They let it slip here, they let it slip there. They knew what they were doing. They had to have known what they were doing. Why? Because I know what they were doing. And I didn't hear that shit in court. And I'm not them. I'm only one dude. I'm one dude, 9th grade dropout with a GED and a Navy discharge. Okay? That's the extent of my education. They're so super wise and super smart that they lack practicality. They profess themselves to be wise, but we have now determined that they're nothing but fools. Accidental or contrived. The only 2 choices. And it has to be contrived because nobody is actually that stupid Are they?